It's fall, and you know what that means, right? It's time for one of my favorite eyeshadow palette releases of the year, and that's from Nomad Cosmetics. Hi, my name is Lauren if you're new to the channel. If you are, you should hit that subscribe button because I love me some eyeshadow palettes, and I know you do too. And we talk about eyeshadow palettes a lot on this channel, so come join us. Now, today we are going to be reviewing something that I wait for every single year and I buy every single year because it's always amazing. And it's mostly the outer packaging that gets me, I'm not gonna lie, but let's talk about it. Today we're gonna be reviewing Nomad's Witch City Salem Collection. And the real jewel of this collection is obviously the eyeshadow palette, which, look at this, okay? Look at that. I hope it is showing up. That is my hope. But every single year, Nomad comes out with these fantastic covers for their Halloween launch, and it's just so fun. They're so fun. They put in so much effort, and you can tell, and I love it. I've always wanted to go to Salem, Massachusetts, so it's on my bucket list of places I need to visit. Look, America is very big, and I feel like I have not gotten out of California very much. But California, it's the best of everything. Come on, it really is. But one day I will go to Salem for Halloween. This is the inside of the palette. This is what we're gonna be playing with today. This is what's on my eyes today. It is a very kind of stereotypical color story for Halloween, I would say. You have the greens, you have the oranges, you have the purples, and you have the black. But I am okay with that because I like Halloween. I like Halloween colors. I like that we get to play with orange and we get to play with purple at the same time. They look fantastic together, but they just scream Halloween. So this is a good excuse for me to get out my glitter glue, play with some of these amazing shimmers, and just really have a good time. So I'm very excited to show you how we achieve this look today. Now, the other thing that I picked up from this collection is there was actually a couple lipsticks, and they're calling them lipsticks. So these are the spellbinding lipsticks. I have Devil's Book and I have Hocus Pocus. So Devil's Book is the more magenta one, and I show this to you later on, but just so you get an idea of what we're playing with, super beautiful marbling. I really like that. And then we've got Hocus Pocus, which is the purple one, because of course I had to get the purple one. And that one looks like this. So really, really pretty. I'm glad we picked up these. We will be playing with the palette. We're gonna be playing with the Hocus Pocus lipstick, as you can see. And yeah, just kind of reviewing this palette as we like to do. Now, I think what I'm expecting is the eyeshadow formula from Nomad that I know and love, okay? Like the shimmers are fantastic. The mattes are fine. Like sometimes I have a little bit of an issue blending them out with Nomad's formula, but it's really the shimmers that kind of bring everything together. So hopefully we're gonna see that exact same formula that I know and love. And yeah, I guess we should find out, right? So let's jump into this look, the review, and then my final thoughts. First, I'm gonna go into, ooh, this is hard. I'm gonna go into Hocus Pocus down here. And then what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into Salem Commons and Haunted Happenings. And I'm gonna be doing like vertical lines, I think, and then kind of blending them out. We're gonna see what happens with that. I need to do something a little different with this look, I'm thinking. So let's do that. Let's just sit back and listen to some, if I can find it, spooky music. Okay, and I think what I want to do is I'm going to use some gel primer, and I want to apply, ooh, it's hard, but I think we're going to go in with Gallows Hill, and I'm going to put that in the center of my eyelid, and I really want to put something in the inner corner. I really want to use Harvest Moon. I really want to. So that's what we're going to do. go into Spirit Spells underneath the waterline, as well as a little bit of Harvest Moon again, because I really like that orange. This is perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some eyeliner, some mascara, really finish it up because it's not quite done. And then we're gonna talk about, then we have to do lipstick. Okay, I almost forgot the most important part. Maybe the most important part. Okay, this is the finished look. I definitely leaned into Halloween quite a bit, but hopefully you like it. I tried to do something a little bit different. Feels like it kind of came out the same as what I typically do, which I'm kind of fine with. But what do we think? I don't know. I think we need to put on some lipstick to really figure it out. So we have two colors. We have Devil's Book and then we have Hocus Pocus. So Devil's Book, first of all, these are so pretty. So pretty. This is Devil's Book. And let's swatch it just to get an idea of what we're dealing with. Okay, it's more of a magenta, really pretty. It's really soft. And then Hocus Pocus is the purple one. Come on, I had to do the purple one. So again, like just super, super pretty. I love the marbling effect. And let's see what this one looks like. Looks like a shimmery purple. I love it. Now, I kind of think we have to do Hocus Pocus with this look. So let's do Hocus Pocus with this look. Okay, I actually really like that color. Purple is hard because sometimes purple doesn't look good on me, especially if it's a really dark purple. But this is definitely more of like just a shimmery lavender color, which is really, really pretty. And I can actually wear this year round. So totally down for that. And you know, I like that about both of them. They're not overly pigmented. They're still really pretty, but they're more on the lighter side with just like a ton of shimmer in them, which I am here for. Let's talk about my thoughts about Nomad's Witch City Salem palette. First of all, again, they win so hard with this. This is amazing. I never miss a Nomad Halloween palette, and I'm glad I don't, because they really kind of go above and beyond when it comes to the outer packaging. Now, talking about the inside of the palette, I would say this is a very typical Halloween color story, right? You have your purples, you have your oranges, you have your lime greens. It just screams Halloween. So in terms of color story, this is not unique. This is what I think of when I think of Halloween. These colors, exactly these colors. Even the black is there, so it's perfect. But formula-wise, if you have tried Nomad before, I would say this formula is very similar to every other palette I have from Nomad. They are very consistent with their formula. I've never gotten a palette where I'm like, this whole palette is a different formula, it's garbage. That has never happened to me. So this formula is really pigmented, relatively easy to blend out. I feel like I was struggling a little bit, but it's also really hot here right now. We're going through a heat wave and I am filming this in a place with no air conditioning. So I've been having a lot of problems lately with getting color to stick in my crease. And that's not like this palette specific, it's every single palette that I've used. My crease is so sweaty on my eye. I know, gross, right? I just can't get anything to stick in it. So I did run into that problem with this palette. You can kind of see there is definitely like, it's just not quite as pigmented in the crease like I want it to be. But again, that has happened in every single palette that I've been using lately. Old, new, loved, not loved, all the palettes. It does take a second to blend out. Like it's not like as seamless as say like the Natasha Denona formula, which I find incredibly easy to blend out. I think this one you need to work at it a little bit longer to get where you want. And then you have to keep applying a little more color to really get the depth of pigment that you want. So that's something I noticed, but also like once you get to the point you want to get it to, it looks amazing. So there's that, which is a win. Overall, I think this is very similar to a lot of the Nomad palettes that we've seen in the past, but it's just fun because it's Halloween. and I love it. Obviously though, this is also a very bright palette. So if you're not looking for anything bright and colorful, this is not the palette for you. But if you're looking for something fun for Halloween, this could be the palette that you want to check out. And those shimmers are fun. I will say their shimmers are really good. I have zero fallout, which is actually really impressive. And using just a little bit of glitter glue really makes them pop. So I love that. Now the lipsticks, I will say I do really like these lipsticks. They feel really nice. They're not matte, so they're not drying. They feel really nice and moisturizing on my lips. And I do like that they're a little more sheer. So you're not getting just a whole lot of color, but I really like the purple one. I think the magenta one is gonna look great as well. And yeah, they're fun. They're a little bit different. I like that they're throwing in some lipsticks there. But yeah, they feel good. They look really pretty. Yeah, that's a win. Overall, I'm gonna say this is another fun Halloween release from Nomad Cosmetics. I know I'm saying Halloween and it's like fall and we're still a while from Halloween, but fall belongs to Halloween, okay? Halloween is just one day, but fall is all Halloween. Okay, does that make sense? That makes sense. I just had my first pumpkin spice cold brew of the season and I am wired. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of this palette below. Do you like it? Do you hate it? I want to hear from you and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.